Hello, my name is Bill. I have this recipe I've been making for a long time. I think I learned it when I was like 20, so that's like 40 years ago. It's kind of the original version of chicken cordon bleu. What makes it different is that nowadays you see how they pound the breasts to make them thinner and roll them, and the thing is that changes the texture of the chicken itself. So I'm going to show you the way I learned it a long time ago. First of all, I've got some pretty large chicken breasts, and I'm going to show you a cool little trick. Basically, about in the middle, I'm going to insert my boning knife. And I don't want to go all the way through, got to be really careful. Just want to go towards the edge. And I'm going to make it like a windshield wiper. I'm going to sweep inside through this little incision I made. And do this right. I'm going to create a pocket. And this really isn't that hard. It just takes practice. So if you screw up and you cut all the way through, so what? You can change the recipe and make like some other kind of chicken recipe that I would make. But ideally, I'm just going to make it a little bigger now. Really trying to concentrate. I really don't like cutting myself. And so now I've got this cavity that literally I can stop. So it's chicken cordon bleu. What we need to put in it is cheese. I've got some baby Swiss here, and I'm going to put a little Dijon mustard on it, so we're going to get a little flavor inside. You know, before we all realized about food contamination, I would dip my knife in the jar of mayonnaise or mustard and double dip every time, and I'm like, it's raw chicken, so we really shouldn't be doing that. I'm just going to move the pieces in here. I've got this really cool, it's Boar's Head makes, it's a garlic ham. You can use any kind of ham you want. I was just in the store like waiting to be waited on, and I saw it, and I was like, I'll try that. So we're going to get this pushed in here. Good stuffing job. And I should be able to get a piece of chicken on top. Don't have to be an expert at this because everything's going to kind of melt anyways. Looky. Look how beautiful that is. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get this in a little egg wash. Get it nice and coated. I put a lot of egg in here because I want to make sure I get it really coated. Like I said, these are larger than normal breasts. And then I just want to get a little of the excess off. I'm going to dump it in my breadcrumbs over here. I'll pick up as soon as I wash my hands. So what I have here is chicken breast. I've got another one I've already done, so let me show you how we're going to get this one done here. Throw a little breadcrumb on here. Got some spare just in case I need it. This is just kind of, really isn't hard to make. Like I said, the worst part is trying to, and if you don't like it this way, you can always cut them in half, or you can pound them thinner and roll them. Same basic idea. Gordon says get enough breadcrumb in there. Alright. Got some hot oil. And in the fire it goes. Gently. Got this other one here. Put right next to it. The thing about raw chicken is I wash my hands a lot, so let me put this aside and wash my hands real quick. So now I have these two chicken breasts, and you probably want to give them about 2 minutes. We're going to flip them, and after we flip them, I'm going to put them in my baking dish. And I've got two more that I've already done up because I don't want to just cook two chicken breasts for dinner. I've got friends coming over for dinner tonight. Because these are so large, I got larger for help with the demonstration. These are going to take half an hour. If you use regular smaller ones, you can probably get away with 20 minutes. You know, it's cooking most of the way in the pan here, so you really don't have to worry. And just like always, the thing you want to remember is try not to touch these because you're going to make a mess of them. You don't want to flip them like 8 times. So I just want to get them nice, good cooking here. Hard to believe when I first learned this recipe we didn't use olive oil, so I would have done it with some butter. Olive oil is a little healthier, a little better, and it doesn't do that burnt butter taste. Okay, these are starting to get some good color now. Smells really good. I'm trying to remember how I get started this recipe. It might even been from like Julia Child. I really don't remember. You know, some things you do so long you don't even think about it anymore. Alright, so about a minute and a half, so we've got about 30 seconds. Nice sizzle, I know you can hear that. And basically we just want to get a little bit of that Dijon mustard in there. Flavor, and it's also going to marinate the chicken from the inside. And we are going to make, as soon as I get these in the oven, I'm going to show you, we're going to make a little white sauce with actually Dijon mustard in it to kind of highlight that. And I looked on the internet to try and refresh my memory, and I could not find a recipe anywhere near like this. So I'm really flying by the seat of my pants here. But it will work out. Alright, so it's been about 2 minutes. Let me see if I can gently flip. That one was beautiful. Yeah, just like an ad in a cookbook. We're going to do this 2 minutes, put it in my baking dish. It's funny, Publix had Purdue chicken breast, buy one get one, so I went through and found like the largest ones I could, and I said, yeah, what the heck, they're cheap. So I I actually went back and bought more, so I could make a whole bunch of different recipes. I think having chicken, and basically what I do when I bring them home is I just trim them up, look for anything you wouldn't want to eat on them, trim them up, wrap them individually in saran wrap, put them in a big freezer, like gallon Ziploc bag, and throw them in the freezer. And really you get them out the day before, put them in the fridge, and they're ready to go. See the color coming again. About 45 more seconds. So I always start them with the skin side down, so to speak, their skin. So I'm going to then cook them, split them. Now I'm going to put them in the pan with the skin side down because that's going to keep them from falling apart, or if you made a cut too close, the cheese isn't going to leak out, so that's going to sit on top. I love when you get that beautiful brown coat to it. Now let's see if I can be lucky. Flip them just to double check. There we go. Now what I do is I want to get these. They're heavy. Got a pretty sturdy spatula. Alright, I'm going to get the other two pieces cooked and I'll be right back. Alright, so chicken's almost done. It's smelling great. I hear it sizzling. So let's make a little sauce to go to serve over it. So I've got a tablespoon and a half of butter in here that I'm melting. Got my handy little whisk right here. So as we get all melted, we'll mix it around. Okay. Like always, tablespoon and a half of all-purpose flour. Just get that whisk around. Nice and hot. So this is where we want to cook the flour for about a minute to get that raw flour taste out of it. Pretty good. Burns. I'm going to put a little, this is a 1.25 cups of milk we're going to add nice and easy. Nice smooth through here. It's one of my favorite whisks. It works every time. Once again, this is pretty easy. You got 20 minutes while the chicken's in the oven. These chicken breasts will take a full 30 minutes, like I said, because they're so big. other little sauces that you can make. Maybe I'll do a whole thing about like doing hollandaise from scratch. Some other great sauces that really add to the meal. It's a good workout too. Stirring. A nice smooth white sauce here. Cool down a little bit, so I'm going to beat it for just a second. Arm gets tired, arm gets tired. These shows have really taught me how to keep the kitchen clean. My kitchen has never been this clean. Okay. Now, I've got some stone ground Dijon mustard. I just want about tablespoon and a half, 2 tablespoons in here, just to accentuate that flavor of the mustard we put in the chicken. I've got a little salt and fresh ground pepper, just a pinch of salt. Splash, basically about a tablespoon of sherry that I just want to put in here for a little flavor. And I want to put about 3 tablespoons of grated cheese. Parmesan. This is actually an Asiago because that's what I had in the fridge. I turn the heat off, get this melted. Get that cheese melted, get it nice and smoothed out. Heat. Sauce is done. Let's see how we're going to plate this. So I've got some beautiful chicken breasts here. Hot burner there, so we got a little cheese coming out of this chicken. Just got a nice crust to it. These are pretty heavy. So the chicken's going to have a little juice to it, so this sauce can be a little thick and creamy. And we're just going to smother a little bit on top. And that is chicken Cordon Bleu my way. Ancient recipe, tastes really, really good. Like always, try it. Hope you enjoy it. Comment, tell me what you don't like about it or what you have a hard time with. If you want me to do another video showing you how to cut chicken, I can do that. Another thing of interest is this is truly a French dish and we use Dijon mustard. Well, how ironic that this is a great white wine to serve with it. It's getting a little pricey, I know, but it's kind of fun. It's an Aligote. Aligote actually comes from Dijon, the country of Dijon in France. So I just thought this would pay a little homage to the recipe itself, and I do love drinking this. It's tipping the scales about $25 a bottle, but so you can certainly enjoy. Fun to have with friends over. This is not your everyday guzzling wine, but tastes really great with a recipe like this. So please try it, enjoy it, and subscribe. Have a great day.